Good morning. Welcome to day 46, Monday, May 25th, 2026, the end of Memorial Day weekend. What a difference like 1,700 feet in elevation makes. Camping here last night, no rain fly, totally comfortable. I'm gonna delayer before I start hiking. Just, really good night's sleep. So today, about 8 miles from here, we are going to cross the Rio Chama River, which is a major tributary for the Rio Grande River. So that's exciting. And then we will gather water there to last us the rest of the day and to camp, because we will be climbing, I think it's called the Mesa Cliffs. It's supposed to be spectacular views up there. I can't wait to check it out. And I'll end up camping somewhere on the top there. Also at that 8-mile point where the Rio Chama is where people will take an alternate to go to the Ghost Ranch, which is a place where you can get a resupply package and stay overnight and all that good stuff. But I'm bypassing that. That's the morning update. I'm gonna get moving. We've got a kiosk in the middle of nowhere here. Let's see what's going on here. All right. We are there. Cool. Well, I imagine we got to go all the way down to the river in the valley, but I wonder if that cliff there is where we're going to be climbing back up. Many miles away. So in addition to the fire that went through this area, I guess 2 years ago now maybe, a storm came through with flash flooding and just decimated this area. You can see all the washout stuff. So looks like they've got it flagged with pink tape, which is nice. So we just keep crossing over from one side of the bank to the other. It must have taken some work just to get the flagging tape and the cairns up. It does help. A little bit slower going through here, but at least the path is well defined. Just total destruction down here. The top of that rock cairn almost looks like my home state of New Hampshire. Okay, so I think this is it for the creek for a while. I think we're gonna be leaving it. I was debating like rinsing out my darn tufts because it's been pretty sandy and dusty, but I think probably the smarter move is wait till I get to the river, rinse them out there, I'll dry them out as best I can. They'll be a little damp, but feet are kind of sweaty anyway, so what's the difference? Get all the dirt and the gunk out before I climb up the mesa. So I think I want to go a bit further. Looks like a mile from here at a stile. There may or may not be some sort of trail magic. So I'll wait there to take a break. Oh, and kudos to whatever crew came through here and like got this so it was at least passable for hikers to get through this mess. Great job. It really is. The destruction in there is something to see up close. Almost 8, been going for about 2 hours. I know, as I said before, I can't help but compare this to my 2024 PCT thru hike. I remember Memorial Day Monday, which I think was like a week later in 2024, closer to the end of May. But anyway, that's when I strolled in to Caney Meadows South, which for a PCT thru hiker is a huge milestone. It's over 700 miles on the trail. You start a new section of far out, you enter the Sierra section, and you're about to go into the unknown with the snow and the passes. So I got there late May, so it was still very much unknown what the snow was going to be like. Man, what a great time. The area was cool, and Grumpy Bears and the general store, all that was great. But the camping situation, I don't know if it's just because there was just a ton of people there. It was not an enjoyable camping experience for me. Very loud, noisy, into the wee hours. There was a group that had camped next to me like 2 nights prior when I left Ridgecrest. They were just super annoying and chatty, and then they camped right next to me again at Kennedy Meadows South, so that wasn't fun. I was planning on staying there a couple nights. I just stayed there one night and blasted out, but huge milestone. And so comparing that to this, you know, the first huge milestone in my mind here is getting to the Colorado border. I'm still probably a week away from that, so, but it'll probably be a similar day of the year, late May, as it was for my PCT hike. So yeah, that's all I got. Your mind wanders as you're going along. Pac-Man, who I met yesterday, and the 2 female thru-hikers, I thought I might pass them, like getting a later start camping, but they are no sign of them. So of course they're faster than me, but hey, if I can do 20-mile days on a fairly regular basis, I have no complaints. I don't have a time constraint to get to the Canadian border other than the weather. So I think a lot of other people who are out here, they may have to get done by a certain date, and they really gotta, you know, get the miles in. So overall, the training in New Mexico, except for the red line section I did around the Gila alternate, it's been pretty good to get 18, 20-mile days in pretty consistently, which has been really nice. I don't think I had that till like Oregon on my PCT hike, so just a difference. And the colors are popping on that cliff, huh? Okay, what have we here? Should we take a look together? No cold drinks, womp womp. Still nice for hikers, but not quite what I was looking for. Oh, look at these views. These cliffs are opening up over here too. I wonder which cliff we're going up. The one in the background, maybe? Not quite sure yet, but I think the start of that climb is still like over 4 miles away, so could be that one. We'll see. after 8, having some breakfast, looking at this amazing mesa cliff face. So it looks like about 2.2 miles from here, the same person who left that Rubbermaid container I just showed you has a water cache. So I think I'll make some Gatorade there, assuming there's still some water left. I bet you we're climbing up that later today. Okay, we're leaving this wilderness area, getting closer to this cliff band mesa behind us or in front of us. Wonder how we're gonna get up that thing. Okay, so this cow tank is dry, but there are reports of a water cache under one of these trees here. Maybe this guy right here. Keep your eyes open, let me know if you see it. This seems like the most likely candidate. The trail's over here. All right, we'll take it. A little Gatorade time. Thanks, Desert Night. 9:15, just finishing up a liter of half Gatorade, half just water. I think we got about a half mile to the river, the bridge, where I'll fill up non-potable water for the rest of the day. And then we'll start this big climb up that. Should be fun, especially once we get to the top. So I was curious, as I'm sipping my water, I just took a walk over to the trail. It's actually full of nice water. So we're just spoiled not having to filter it with the water cache. But yeah, because I've been seeing a decent amount of cow patties, so I was wondering where the cows are getting their water. They're getting it right here. Very nice. All right, it's 9:30. We've made it to the, I think it's the Rio Chama River. I've got my CNOC bag I'm going to fill up, and I am going to rinse off my feet and legs and rinse out my socks and just have damp socks for a little bit on the climb up. It's worth it to get all the grime and dirt out. So this will probably take about 10 minutes and then we'll be on our climb. Cleaner socks, clean feet, clean legs, water. Yeah, it's wet socks, but it's no different than when you're hiking in the snow, which will be coming up pretty soon anyway for me, so I may as well get used to it. A couple cars just went by. I was hoping they might stop with a cold drink, but they just kept flying on by, so no luck this time. We're not going to be on this road very long before we make a left and start climbing, I think, so. Time for a heavy water pack for 12 miles on a climb. It's been a while since I've had to do that, so we'll just take it nice and easy, take regular breaks, and enjoy the views. Oh, we got a little trailhead sign. Hey, maybe we'll see an eagle. I see an eagle on here. Another wild and scenic river. That's cool. Here we go. Taking a quick pack break. We have gained a bunch of elevation. It's 11 o'clock, a little flat plateau. We're getting closer to the top with every step. Okay, so we climbed about 1,500 feet. Look at these views. There's the river where I've been carrying that river water all the way up here. And now we're going to be on top of this mesa for a while. Take another break soon. Pretty nice to be done with, I think, a majority of the big climb. Whew. Especially with all the water I'm carrying. I worked so hard for these views. I want to make sure I get enough shots of them. It's a pretty nice view up here. About 1:15. I think maybe we've reached the high point at that Mesa de la Vijas South Rim. Looks like we're going to be on a dirt road for a little bit, but I'm going to use a ½ liter of the 6 liters I carried up, in addition to what's in my hydration bladder, to make some Gatorade. I think I earned it. All right, I'm going to get moving again. It's 1:30. That Gatorade was good. I got a ration though. I probably won't have any more till camp. But yeah, I finally had a decent cell phone signal. Could check in with Sarah. Could quickly reply to some YouTube comments. Thanks everyone for saying hello and checking in. Yep, time to get moving. I still got I would like to do right around a 20-mile day. So I still got I think about 6 miles to make that happen. But hopefully it won't be a whole lot more climbing. I guess we'll find out. So I've got sun on my side of the cliff. Looks like there could be a little rain over there. Oh, there's a huge body of water out there. I wonder if that's coming from Rio Chama River. I wonder if that's a lake of the same name, maybe. There's a nice big highway next to the lake there. Someone driving on that's going to be looking straight up at this mesa. They have no idea I'm up here. Hello! It's pretty cool. .2:30. The wind has picked up a bit. Will I get some rain on me? I don't know. Maybe. Have about 3.5 miles to around the area where I want to end up for the night. But I can just camp anywhere because I've been carrying the water with me. But I like to go another like 3.5 miles. It puts me close to a 20-mile day. Yeah. So that's the plan. Just a quick break here. I'm going to keep marching. In case there is some rain coming, I would like to get the tent set up before the rain comes. This would be a cool campsite. I just want to go about 3 more miles. And it's a bit windy and stormy right here, but on a good night, what a spot this would be. 3:15. The rain was coming down just hard enough to justify putting on the rain cover, but it's probably just a passing shower. But just to be on the safe side, I think I got a couple more miles to go, unless I decide to not go a couple more miles. It is 4 o'clock. We're at 7,800 feet. This is going to be home for the night. I'm like a quarter mile short of where I was going to camp. This looked like a pretty decent spot. I've been getting sprinkled on a little bit, so I don't think there's any heavy rain coming, but I do want to get my tent set up. But I did reach my goal today. There was a certain milestone that we hit today, and I was pushing for it. 700 continuous miles on the red line of the CDT. We just crossed over. We're like at 700.5 where I'm at right now. So I'm going to be just a little bit shy of a 20-mile day. I think it's going to be like a 19 and some change, but I'll figure that out in a little bit. I'm definitely ready for some electrolytes. This is where carrying all that water pretty much all day really is going to pay off, because I can gorge myself now on Tailwind and Liquid IV. I don't have to ration. I've got plenty of water, and I'm going to use it. So let me get camp set up, and I'll be back with a recap. Well, I'm glad I stopped when I did. Just as I was getting my tent set up, it started to rain a little bit. Quickly threw on the rain fly, and now, for the moment, it's coming down pretty good. But everything is dry. I just got to get everything set up in here. All right, recap time. It's about 6. The rain is still coming down. I had 1 bar of cell service, and it looks like heavy rain for 2 hours. It's going to stop around 7. There might be some light rain overnight, and then it'll clear up. So just perfect timing for me. If I had gone another 5 to 10 minutes on the trail, I would have been putting up my tent in heavy rain. So I got lucky today, but we'll take it. 19 and a half miles and 700 miles on the red line. Pretty good day. Great views. Big climbs. What else can I say? It was a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.